Deep within the forest grows an organism capable of expanding 5 millimeters every minute. Phallus impudicus, the common stinkhorn, a biological rocket. It emerges literally before your eyes, capable of punching through asphalt. Yet why has the system so persistently ridiculed this fungus, reducing all conversation about it to jokes about its suggestive form? The answer is straightforward. Concealed beneath that shape lies a natural surgeon whose effectiveness in tissue regeneration and addressing abnormal growths forces pharmaceutical giants to nervously recalculate their projected losses. While you're being sold expensive therapies accompanied by side effect lists spanning 3 pages, the Stinkhorn offers a precision solution refined over millions of evolutionary years. Today, we pry open the dossier on a fungus the system attempts to frame as a ridiculous anomaly, hoping you never discover its capacity to dissolve what conventional medicine labels terminal. Within European aristocratic archives, the stinkhorn appears as witch's egg. Behind this mystical designation, however, lay thoroughly pragmatic application. The renowned poet Alexander Pushkin employed stinkhorn tincture to address thrombophlebitis when official medicine of his era simply shrugged in helplessness. In folk tradition, this fungus commanded value exceeding gold. Practitioners sought it in deep thickets to address the most severe skin lesions and internal organ damage. The system has spent decades attempting to erase these protocols from collective memory, displacing them with synthetic antibiotics. Yet the fact remains, wherever emergency tissue restoration was required, the stinkhorn stood unequaled. The system has implanted within us the conviction that if a fungus smells distinctive and appears unusual, it must be dangerous or worthless. We're instructed, don't touch that, it's garbage. This represents classic manipulation. The stinkhorn's odor constitutes its strategy for attracting insects to disperse spores, but for humans, it signals the presence of extraordinarily potent phytocides. While the system offers you a sterilized world, the stinkhorn deploys its aggressive biology to suppress any pathogens within its growth radius. What the system labels stench, biochemistry recognizes as evidence of exceptionally concentrated active compounds. Let's dissect this surgeon's operational mechanism. The stinkhorn's primary power resides in its polysaccharides, which stimulate perforin production within our organisms. Imagine perforin as a molecular drill. It locates an atypical cell, whether virus or tumor, approaches its membrane, and literally punctures an opening. Consequently, the cell loses integrity and gets eliminated by your own immune apparatus. Interaction between the fungus's components and your internal environment triggers sharp elevation in lymphocyte activity. The stinkhorn doesn't merely support the organism, it furnishes tools for actively destroying foreign structures. Research indicates that, regarding impact on pathological processes, it ranks alongside shiitake and reishi while surpassing them in response speed. Who benefits from your tissues healing slowly and chronic inflammation persisting for years? Those marketing endless maintenance courses. The stinkhorn dismantles this cycle. Ethnobotanical practice employs it for addressing herpes, influenza, and even more serious systemic threats. It operates as a natural antiseptic functioning from within. The system fears the stinkhorn because this fungus renders humans independent from pharmacy ointments and complicated treatment protocols for skin and internal inflammations. This represents biological sovereignty in its pure form, when your body can independently repair any defensive breach. How to distinguish genuine resource from empty imitation? The stinkhorn is optimally sought at the stage resembling an egg before commencing its explosive growth. A genuine stinkhorn egg feels like dense gelatin upon touch. Slicing it reveals the future mushroom's structure within its casing. authenticity test, encountering a mature specimen, examine the mucus. In ethnobotanical practice, this strawberry green substance is considered the phytocide concentrate. If the fungus appears dry and odorless, its potency has already dissipated. Remember, the stinkhorn is a mushroom of the moment. Either you harvest its power at the egg stage or employ it fresh. Engagement with the stinkhorn demands speed and purity. Traditional understanding holds that thermal processing completely destroys perforans, transforming the fungus into ordinary food. Optimal in folk practice involves using freshly collected eggs. They're cleaned of soil, sliced, and covered with quality purified medium, typically 40% solution, in proportions recorded in ancient herbals, usually 50 grams per 0.5 liters. Such extract matures in dark, cool conditions for 3 weeks to 6 months. Over time, the solution acquires cognac coloration, evidence that polysaccharides have transferred into liquid. Researchers note that maintaining protective functions requires minimal doses, approximately 1 teaspoon daily. For addressing skin damage, traditional practice employed the fungus's mucus directly, applying it to affected areas. This represents ancient liquid skin, accelerating regeneration manifold. The Stinkhorn file closes for today. Remember, this fungus symbolizes nature's creation of self-repair mechanisms outperforming any factory. The system ridicules the stinkhorn to prevent you from taking it seriously. Yet those pursuing truth recognize it as among the most powerful instruments in a sovereign individual's arsenal. If you're prepared to continue exploring forest's hidden capabilities and reclaim your entitlement to rapid regeneration, subscribe to this channel. We exist to perceive power where others perceive only peculiarities. Enable notifications. Numerous indecent natural secrets await ahead. Your body can achieve miracles when provided appropriate tools. The choice remains yours. Trust systemic mockery or embrace the stinkhorn's biological genius. Refuse to let the system think for you. Seek truth precisely where they attempt concealment. Re-establish connection with nature. Assume full responsibility for your existence and remain sovereign.